Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D.
Bell. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Let's go. Red 80. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, exit. Mike 50. Lady. Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Thomas, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check. Snicker. Got to spin. Kill.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Black 20. Whirl. Hey, high 7. 24 is the mark. Watch the out. You too. 24 is the mark. Run. Watch the run.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not 50's the mark. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Tiny's right. What? Hey, lady. Three down. Lady. Twist.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got him in. It's Breshad Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Bravo. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Hey, Haywood. 24 is the mark. Watch the screen. Middle. 24 is the mark. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 24 is the mark. Easy. Right. Hey, Foxtrot. Silver, still good? He dead.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Lady.
Play action. It's Darnold. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Here we go. Who's 30? 7-7. Hey, Delta.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. 55. What the red 80?
To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go.
Darnold on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
16 yards.
By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. The overall second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check three.
Now Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, Zoo. 55.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Darnold's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Take 2 of them. 8.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Ja'Kai Polite. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Watch the twist.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
3-2.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
180. Middle. We got 4. We got 50. 24 is the mark. Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
24 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Alert, alert. 24 seconds.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense? We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
53. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 50 cent, middle. 50 cent. King. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, wahoo. 57 to Mike. Check 16. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike lunch.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, say hyperbolic?
I did. Well, thank you. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Crunch time, defense. Check. Crunch.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go. Black 20. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey. Whoa. Hey, Steve 6. 53. Let's go, team.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Quarter. 24 is the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Easy. 24's the mic. Man.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, tight right. Solo up there, check the outside there. Hey, we got middle. Got 4 down. 77. 24's the Alpha. Pick it up. 24's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
pull it together. Switch. Hey, exit.
Here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here's Darnold. And a hit turned in over the middle. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today. Tighten up. Red 80. Check the backer. He's checking. He's red 80. Scratch. Red 80.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Extra point good by Catanzaro. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It's just me and you. No.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
55 to Mike. Bravo. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Mike 55. Army.
Now Darnold. And this will be caught at the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
This is Bell, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. All day, baby. All day. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 50. Number 53. Mike.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.